see how this is going to turn out now. Already, we as usual, we're not catching the knife rounds, so looks like they are setting themselves up for what could end up being a hardcore play onto the way where the guy is going to be Cadian ready to catch those rotations.
Should be an A split coming from them with Cadian going towards short here. Goes on that
the fake for the B split.
B split, yep. Goes down and yet another. Actually, he's going to push. No, he doesn't. He just fakes it.
Oh, this is working so well.
Felix is waiting for them, however. He gets 2 frags, so that idea is thrown out of the window, but they do still have the bomb. So they're able to push in from short. Caught the CT's up position. Really nicely done there by Cadian to take down Crystal, and Glaive is going to get a frag, so that has actually been salvaged. Really nicely done by Glaive. Good call as well to push through short at that moment, and Cadian's fake there, working wonders for Copenhagen Wolves. 3v3, bomb getting planted in towards A site. CT's coming in for the retake, coming from short, and long, no flashes, but they do have armor on Spiddy. Penta trying to vie for control of the A side. Felix coming in from behind. Dennis will find a frag on Pin. Will Felix get the second? Felix gets the second. Spiddy takes down Glaive. And the bomb defuse will go for the advantage of Penta spots, and from Felix there with the defuse kit.
From a strategical point of view, Copenhagen Wolves owned this round. Their strategy was so good. It was so awesome that the fake with Cadian, it worked really well. They actually just kept 3 players towards B for ages. Right as the rush was coming in onto A. The problem was Felix just popped off 2 heads immediately with the USP. Yep. It was an execution victory for Penta there. Copenhagen Wolves, though, I want to see more like that out of them. Penta definitely have a lot to deal with.
You don't usually see a player at CT just holding up long on his own. It's not a usual thing to see. But it worked out for Penta Sports, having only 2 men on the A site. Even though they got the bomb plant, Copenhagen Wolves, it still meant they were able to win the round, and it was a good retake as well. And I think the retake, the bomb defense positions for Copenhagen Wolves weren't too great. They're kind of in the middle of nowhere, and it didn't really work out for them. But full eco by Copenhagen Wolves. P250 is around. Cadian with the CZ. He did get a frag or 2 around the 4. Spiddy through the smoke. Will get a frag on Glaive. Makes it a 5-on-4. Terra's keeping control of mid. So they make a decision what they do. They do have 1 flash on Cadian. They won't be able to go for that B split. So it probably most likely will be a push towards short and long at the same time, and see if they can punch a hole through the CT defense of Penta Sports. There are 2 CTs waiting for them. We do have that distance advantage as well. Nice flash to support Kirby. He'll get the frag on Robson. Will be shot down by Felix. Felix! Oh. 4 frags for him that round. 2-0.
So Copenhagen Wolves in with the buy, having gotten that bomb down, but of course it's going to be a bit of a stretch buy. Not all the nades they would like, but it is going to be around featuring AKs nonetheless. Of course, Glaive opting to go for the CZ, able to actually buy full nades, which is the theory behind this, and that's going to be...
That tells you how good the CZ is.
And they don't have many nades, so they need to go fast as well. You're going to see them going for a very fast B push. Penta are ready for this. Dennis in the back of the site, ready with the M4, but goes down immediately.
Great B push coming in from the Copenhagen Wolves lads. Molotov goes down. Does quite a bit of damage actually. KB is already down. Bomb will be planted here by Tensky. It's 3 versus 4. They have to try and defend the B site. 1 CT coming all the way from T-spawn, so he's going to be quite late. Will the CTs wait for him? Are they going to try and push in towards the site on their own? There is a smoke there. Pimp, he can get away with spraying through, but he doesn't want to give away his position. He sends out some bullets. There's a bit of damage on Robson, but not enough to take him down. Be peeking double doors here, and you will get the frag now. It's a 3-on-3. Crystal trying to push with the AWP. Tensky's in a great position to take him down. It looks like it might be the round here for Copenhagen Wolves. Spiddy will get an entry frag on Tensky. Pimp has to be really careful here. He will get the frag, and there won't be enough time for the defuse, regardless, even if Spiddy takes him, Felix takes him down.
Oh my
and
God.
Copenhagen Wolves will get that round. Great job. And I think had Felix been just a little bit faster and hadn't decided to go all the way around from T-spawn to check the whole map for some reason, they might have been able to go for that retake.
Felix is beasting right now, and despite winning the round with the bomb plant, there's still money to buy for Penta, and Copenhagen Wolves, having lost every single player, they are buying to just to go to $0. They have nothing left in the tank. So
There's an AWP for Crystal. Nicely done.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Crystal's able to accomplish. This is a really nice advantage with Crystal on the AWP. This could turn the round for them. We'll have to see. They do have the CZ on Dennis as well. So Dennis over with the support on B. So they're playing a midless approach at the moment, with Robson just going in for the peak. with that CZ. So very tentative defense for Penta. They're going to have to take some risks, and here it could very well be the first one. Oh, he's going to smoke behind himself, and there it is. They won't expect it. They might turn away now from this angle, thinking that
really
it's
smart.
smoked off. So why would
smart.
there be a CT there? And this is incredibly important information.
There's a terrorist waiting for them. Well, but he'll get shot down. Good
trade.
Good trade there by the Penta lads. Dropped down an AK. He should have actually been a bit more cheeky, Robson, and maybe went to try and pick up that AK. Actually, Dennis is there, not Robson. Sorry. And Dennis is probably doing that right now. He's giving away the B site completely through mid. And they're going to be able to plant the bomb in the B site. And the retake, or the retake attempt from the CTs will follow. You have one person coming in from upper tunnels. They will throw a nade in there. Doing quite a lot of damage on Dennis. Not as much as I had thought. He flashes himself. It's going to be a fast push coming in from the CT. Dennis has to land some shots. One terrorist in a really tough situation. Wow, Copenhagen Wolves in like 3 seconds shut down that push from every single possible angle to make it 2-2. And now the economy of Penta is in a really, really bad situation indeed. They have to go for a full eco. Copenhagen Wolves are looking good. And this is such an important match. If you lose this, you're out of the tournament and you lose your chance from going on to the round of 8. And for these teams, for a team like Penta and Copenhagen Wolves, I think the aim is not to win this tournament. I think that's it's too difficult, it's too hard of a thing, especially bearing in mind all the other teams that are involved. And realistically, it doesn't seem likely. But
It's about top 8, isn't it?
to try and get that top 8 and get that sticker money. That's really the aim here. So it's really nice push here by Dennis. Might be able to take down Tensky. Tensky unable to land the headshot, even though he has the distance advantage. He has the AK and he has the armor. And that's probably because he was kind of caught unawares. Really, they didn't expect him to push.
Things very slow now for Penta. They did get the information of Upper Dark, and Copenhagen was slowly moving up short, and they can get a nice push, a strong push onto the A site. Shouldn't really be able to contest this with what Penta have. They are, hopefully, for Copenhagen Wolves, just going to get crushed easily in this A play. But Copenhagen Wolves, they need to keep it simple right now. They can't go be complicated. They can't have players all over the place. They've got to be together. They're already losing Tensky, who was so low.
That's such a big mistake.
And that's an AK for Robson. Kirby already working onto the A bomb site by himself.
The bomb plants for shot as well, so the CTs can peek through.
I like how he did like the human shield there on his mate plant.
Yeah, that was really
Whilst he's
smart by
reloading.
Kirby as well. He goes down regardless. Speedy takes him down. Caden will get a frag in return. Quick revenge. Glaive takes down Robson, and Dennis goes down to Tensky around Copenhagen also. But a mistake by Tensky. He knows he's on low health. He should not just try and fight them. He should go hide. He should try and find a way to just let them go through and then come up from behind. Knowing that you only have 4 HP left or whatever he had, and trying to fire 2 CTs. It's just giving them a free gun and giving them free information as well.
I appreciate what he was trying to do to stop any people pushing through Upper Dark, but it's definitely risky business. Could maybe have been handled better. But either way, Cadian now with the AWP. What is Cadian going to bring to Copenhagen Wolves with this AWP? That's the question now, as they do take some early position on short. It's very nice. They don't have to push immediately, but they can actually get a lot of info from this.
Yep, Crystal doesn't have the AWP this time around, so they just smoke off mid and leave it. So Cadian won't be able to get that pick. And the terrorists seem to be moving towards A short. And this is really important. The CTs, if you don't have control of short, you lose access to a lot of information. And basically the terrorists can do whatever they like in this kind of situation. They can go for a B split, they can go upper tunnels, they can go from short, they can go for an A split, anything. You can do absolutely anything you want. And this is a big mistake that Penta Sports are making. Pimp throws down a flash and nade, maybe to make them feel like they're going towards the A site. There is a flash or smoke, I believe, coming in from the CTs in return, but it is an upper tunnels push. Oh, and there's a terrorist going through mid. I can't believe it. How is he able to do that? Is there a smoke at CT's tunnels? Oh my lord, Dennis, what are you doing? 3 frags for Dennis, shuts down that B push, and there are smokes all over mid. That's why Glaive was able to push through. Robson's there to make the frag anyway. Now it's all up to Cadian in a 1-on-5 situation. Really nicely done by Dennis to stop that upper tunnels push, and I don't think Copenhagen Wolves are going to be doing that again in the near future.
They're going to hunt him down. Going for the hunt there, get rid of that AWP. Look at this, all together, they're just going to make sure that it doesn't go poorly. But actually, Robson just barely missing Cadian there. Turns around the CZ.
Peekaboo.
That CZ's so good. Cadian is getting hunted like a dog right now.
He's like a fox. He's got this. He could actually get another frag. Oh, he's not going to save the op. Probably should have hid. Had he stayed like just under there, he might have survived, but he'll lose that op. Penta spots win that round, 3-3. Copenhagen Wolves may have some good money on Cadian, but not a lot of money on Tensky. So in this kind of situation, it's probably better off if they just try to play an eco and save up money for a really good buy the next round with flashes and smokes and all that nice business. Crystal flashing his teammates towards long. There's a Molotov as well. Maybe they're expecting an A-long fast push, which is what's actually going to happen here. But without the fast. They wait for the Molotov to dissipate, and they're going to push through. Dennis here on mid, won't see anyone. Kirby will get a frag. Crystal, though, with an AWP. Will take him down in quick succession. Robson throws down an 8 towards Pit. Doesn't do that much damage. Boosts his teammate towards the A site, and he's going to check short just in case there are terrorists pushing in from there at the same time. But at the current moment, there really isn't. Pimp picking up that M4 that they took from the frag on Felix. And they're taking it nice and easy. They've got a lot of time, Copenhagen Wolves. They're waiting for the CTs to make the wrong move. And Penta, this kind of situation, they might want to get more information. They might want to push one part of the map or the other, because in a 4-on-4 situation, you don't have the advantage. The CTs are a disadvantage.
They've done the right thing, though. On short, they have a really fast response to B and a fast response to A. So it's the best positions for Penta.
And
I like
great
this.
info on mid as well. Now they can see they've seen that they've moved mid. Robson's aware of that. Speedy's there ready for them. He peeks. Oh, really nicely done. A lot of damage dealt there by Spiddy. Should be able to finish off. Gets the first frag. Beautiful spray down by Spiddy. Robson there to support. Penta will make that 4-3. And that's excellent play by Spiddy. Absolutely excellent.
Now comes the buy. Copenhagen Wolves have a lot of options. You'd like to imagine that they're going to go for a standard play to begin with. No AWP, actually. And this is quite interesting. I mean, we should be looking for a lot of smokes from Copenhagen Wolves to get themselves some early controller short. And as you highlighted before, how incredibly important it is for teams to take short on a standard round, because it always looks the same. They always take short, but then they can do anything from it. So it is the bread and butter strategy from the tees to then build around from that. And they're actually going to go straight into mid, and Copenhagen Wolves charging through the flashes. Oh,
great counter flash. Dennis is there to make the 2 frags. Robson takes down Glaive and Kirby. Cadian tries to push in towards the side. He'll get a frag on Spiddy. Doesn't push in through because he knows that somebody's peeking from mid. Smoke goes down by Dennis. An interesting choice, but one thing to note is that counter flash from the CTs was so important, because it stopped them in their tracks. They didn't know where to run. Like, one of the players was just going through the wall. He didn't know where to go. He's completely and utterly flashed. And Dennis for that quick double. 5-3. They're 2 rounds ahead. Probably going to make it 3, as Copenhagen Wolves' economy doesn't look too great, and they've not been able to plant the bomb as well.
Alright, so really Copenhagen Wolves just need a very fast entry somewhere, and again, it looks like they could be trying to find a timing for that. You can't run through these grenades, like it's never a good idea.
Not a great choice.
You can just wait. You can just always wait in this situation. There's a lot of times when you see, especially when it's not pro level, people who just like want to just run through. You can just wait always. And Copenhagen Wolves, in the time that they're waiting, can try to find an angle or maybe use the grenades that Glaive has to try to get an entry somewhere, like a flash over or a grenade over towards mid. But so far, Penta able to quite easily deal with these peaks and from Copenhagen Wolves, and already 2 men down.
Yep.
So this push is thinned out before it can really get going.
And Dennis has done a great job holding up the tunnels so far. And Crystal as well on the A site. All of the Penta players are actually doing an excellent job. Really playing super well. Crystal will finish it off by taking down Cadian. 6-3. Copenhagen Wolves now have money to go for a full buy. Pretty important that they get back into this game. They don't let Penta start piling on those wins and getting comfortable basically on this map. You want to keep them on edge, and you know, Dust 2, it's not a CT-sided map or a T-sided map these days. I mean, it's been hopping from this and that. I think a lot of teams these days like to play in the CT side because they want to control the dynamic of the game in the second half. You know, even if you don't win the majority of the rounds on the CT side, it's still nicer to play the second half as the T side, who's a stronger side on +2.
There's a lot of ways to gamble as a CT side in this map.
Yeah.
That it can be hard to expect. Like here is potentially what could be a gamble. It depends how far they push this short play. But you can see that they've put the setup around this. And the thing about this map is that it's so hard for the CTs once the economy gets out of hand.
Yeah.
And that's when things can get really rough, because you need the AWPs in play, and you need the nades. You really, really do. And we can see that PENTA are somewhat comfortable at the moment on their money. So if Copenhagen Wolves can't pull it back now with this play that they've got in store, then things are going to get really bad really fast.
They can read it. It's really easy to read. If they're not getting short, then they're going to go for a B split. And Felix knows they're not pushing short. So it will be a B split if they don't let that smoke.
They can still take short though. This is
But
still
they're
in
not
the
doing
cards.
that. They faked it. And the thing is, if you saw earlier, they were really afraid of pushing mid until they threw down that smoke because they thought Crystal was going to be with the AWP there. So they don't know where the AWP is at the moment. And they're going to go and try and push for short there. Pimp will get the entry frag on Felix. He wasn't able to hold it, but Crystal's there. He'll get the first frag. Robson takes down the second player. Cadian takes down Robson in quick return. He doesn't have a lot of HP. They're pushing Crystal really hard from different angles. Oh, Cadian misses the shot. You have to kill him before he does more damage. Plant the bomb. It's 3v2. On the bomb site in Copenhagen Wolves control. One CT coming in from short, another coming in from long. And Pensky caught in the wrong position at the wrong time. Now it's a 2-on-2. Cadian with the AWP. Pimp with the AK. Dennis doesn't have a lot of HP, but neither does Cadian. And Pimp now a bit worried about shots. He's coming from there. Molotov right in the side. Pimp's forced out of his position here. Cadian has to make the shot. Oh, he misses it. Cadian with the AWP. Can he make the shot? He will. Pimp is there to support, and he will take down Spiddy as Copenhagen Wolves make it 6-4. Pretty rocky protection of the site, but it worked anyway.
In amongst the barrels there,
Yeah.
cutting off the angle. I don't think those are wall bangables. So definitely.
Yeah,
pretty
they're
nice.
the full protection, exactly.
It's a very nice play there. And that was a very classic round in that we saw the amount of threat. Like, it's so concentrated in middle, and the CTs just can't know exactly what's happening. And at a moment's notice, the Ts are able to split into another play. And that's what they did at the last second, heading short with a very fast pace, caught PENTA off guard, got themselves the entry with the flash support. So PENTA need to keep control of this, and they're going to take a risk. I like this.
Proactive play here from the CTs to go for that upper tunnel push. It's very good, but there is a big split coming in from the terrorists. The bomb will be going to upper tunnel, and they could have actually dropped the bomb. It would have been really good, but the bomb actually backs away just for a moment. Crystal making that frag all the way from CT spawn. They go into the site, but Dennis is there, ready with his M4, gets one frag, runs out of bullets, two nades coming in right on top of his head. They will be able to take down Pimp. KRB will get a frag. Robson coming in from mid to take him down in return, and Cadian's on his own yet once again with the bomb. He won't be able to plant it. Dennis makes it 3 kills for himself, and PENTA defend the B site once more. The B split not working out for Copenhagen Wolves at all.
That was really unlucky for Copenhagen Wolves, because the positioning that the players had on the B side actually gave them two insanely strong options to defend the B push. By actually just flat out pushing upper dark and just holding it, gambling on the bomb being there, or just getting the guaranteed kill, or the fact that they just can come back and they know that the push is coming from mid, so they got these great positions all the time, and nades and now a risk from Crystal with the AWP.
Doesn't get a shot though, throws down the Molotov. Well, that's good enough. Maybe he's still alive. He's held them off, but you have to be really careful. You can't play like that with the AWP. I mean, okay, it's a risk, but they're on an eco round. Don't give him a free weapon. Don't lose your weapon like that. Keep the distance. Use a long distance advantage, especially when you're playing on the CT side, when you can kind of control what the terrorists are doing.
I think that's the exact reason why he did it, because they're on the pistols. They're not going to be looking for the pick, from middle, so they won't see me running to that angle.
Exactly.
So I think that was the
idea.
Case. Yeah. And we saw that he got the shot opened up there, but Copenhagen Wolves, nonetheless, going to take control of these close-range angles. But look at the setup from PENTA. It's really good. They've got some great engagements against the pistols here. Felix is the only one who's in danger of a fast push, but he's only against one man, as we can see.
I mean, the B site was completely open for a moment there. Smart here by Copenhagen Wolves. Pimp will get the kill, but not enough damage coming in from the Copenhagen Wolves player. It was a smart idea there. Crystal will land the leg shot, and he won't finish it off with the pistol. Instead, he'll get support from Felix. The bomb has been planted, though. That's really good by Copenhagen Wolves to get a bomb plant in those kind of situations.
Yeah.
And now they have a bit of money for the next round.
Again, just to to clarify a little bit, the reason why that was like such a cool, smart little idea to jump down is because, again, with the pistols, you're always looking for the short range engagements, and it's very likely there's going to be at least one guy in spawn, and it's obviously like chaos when you do that.
Exactly.
So it's a really good way to find a quick frag. Otherwise, they're at the long range on the site. So.
I mean, PENTA Sports so far, they've done the job. They've gotten the 8 rounds in the first half, and from now on, it can only get better and better. Oh, nice by Cadian. And a snipe through mid. Yeah, he lands only one shot. Maybe that perhaps was a nade, but I thought he landed 2 shots. Nade over. And they're just trying to keep that mid control from the CTs, those pesky CTs. They don't want to give away mid. If the terrorists give away mid, it's far too easy for the CTs to take control. Now they're pushing short here, working short. Glaive and Pimp, check. They have to play it nice and easy. Crystal is holding that angle. They know it's in the A site, and they've been pretty static, the CTs, in terms of their positionings. It's the same players in the same spots most of the time. Dennis and Speedy towards the B site, Crystal hopping between mid and A site, and Robson and Felix towards long or short, depending on how they want to play the A site. So, I mean, there's only a few things that the CTs can do right now if they don't have shot, and they're going to push through. Again, the same thing. Crystal will catch Glaive as he pops down. Really nice of them, but there is one terrorist popping down. I don't think they know that he's there. Robson will make the frag on him anyway. He misses the shot, Crystal, here, but he's been playing so solid on towards the A side, and he's been a real pain in the ass of Copenhagen Wolves. Yet another round for PENTA Sports, it seems, as Kirby is on his own against 4. He'll make it more manageable for himself. I'm getting 1 frag. With the bombs down towards short. Really, really difficult for him. That's completely flopped the CT smoke. Robson takes it down as he throws down the flash. PENTA Sports 9-4. Copenhagen Wolves need more rounds than this on the T side, or else they're out of this tournament. And it would be an absolute shame for Copenhagen Wolves, especially after they qualified in the last moment, in the last second, with a scintillating match against 3D Max.
I really like the setup that they play, the 2 men on B and the 3 on A. That's the kind of setup where you basically, no matter what happens, you're not easy to like pull and push around. But hold that for Crystal, again, going to go for the smoke is there to cover him, and he can get that angle onto the lower dark. This is scary. What is going on? This is madness right now.
But it doesn't even matter because they're pushing short really fast. Robson's there, and because Crystal's actually able to, that was so fast by Crystal. He made the jump and got the triple frag from behind. How did he do that? That was super fast by him. Speedy playing with the op as well. And the thing is, he was able to do that because Speedy was that long to get the short players anyway, just in case they push short. So even if they were able to push short, Speedy would be there with the op. But
it looks really risky, but you never expect the guy, the AWPer playing mid, to be up behind you like that. You just, and that's why he did it. I mean, the element of surprise is just so huge there.
And I think once he saw, I mean, those smokes, once the T saw those smokes, they should have in the mind that there is a capability of a CT pushing in lower tunnels or, you know, staying around those smokes. I mean, we can't see him. They should have had that in mind. But they tried to just go for a really fast A-shot push, and it just didn't work out for them. And now for the final round of this half, they've got a motley purchase, not the guns they want. Scout on Cadian, Glaive with just a P250. It's very difficult for them to do anything with the weapons they have. They tried to go for the A-shot push there by Glaive, leading the way with the P250. And I think they're just trying to get those frags first before they make a decision where they want to go. There will be a B split for sure, as the terrorist will be going towards the Pensky will be going towards upper tunnel with the bomb. Spitty will make the frag on Cadian. Pimp has to be really, really fast. He will make it, picks up the op, and the B site is for the terrorist. Glaive takes down Dennis, who's on the other side. I don't know what happened there. How was Dennis behind Glaive and in front of Tensky? I don't know what happened there. It was like a switch of positions.
Very late bomb plant here. This is going to make it very difficult. But CT's confident to just run in one at a time into the bomb site. Risky stuff, and it's going to cost them. Copenhagen Wolves take the round. They could have waited for each other.
Yep, they could have.
And that's what you're supposed to do. That's like where you'll increase your chances for the retake. If you wait for one another, not go 1 versus 3, 1 versus 2, and so on.
But the thing is, in that kind of situation, PENTA probably tried to get them out of position and probably, you know, before they can actually go into their after plant positions and maybe catch them off guard. But it didn't work out for them, and Copenhagen Wolves were able to get that 5th round. But if you look at the scores right there, all the players are playing excellently. There's not been one standout player for PENTA Sports right now. All of them are doing great. They've got great scores. They've been getting great frags, triple kills from almost every single player on that side. And on the other hand, Copenhagen Wolves, the same thing. They're not doing great, but the players are around the same level in terms of frags. And there's not been one kind of carry style player like that, really outstanding star performance. Crystal, though, with the AWP so far has been incredibly consistent. Shut down the A site. Dennis over towards the B site has been excellent as well. So it's been really tough for Copenhagen Wolves to push in. And they made it look like a really CT-sided map, the PENTA Sports players.
I mean, this can happen sometimes. Like just like there can be like these key instances which just like screw you over on money. The right guesses. We saw some like really key moments where the gambles just worked out for Penta. Like that round that springs to mind most in that sense has to be that round where we saw the two men pushing into upper dark when the B split was happening, which is just like this perfect situation because they even saw, like they even had the info the B split was coming like way ahead of time. So it was massive, and
it was perfect.
With a couple of situations like that, you can have results like this, and it is gutting for Copenhagen Wolves, who look to be in a almost hopeless situation on the second half.
And I think Penta have definitely studied how Copenhagen Wolves play on Dust 2. You can definitely see that. They've either been making very good guesses or they've been they react well to the way they play. And it's worked out for them. They've been able to get 10 rounds against Copenhagen Wolves in the first half, and now it's a really tough situation for Copenhagen Wolves coming into the second half on Dust 2, on the CT side. With only 5 rounds, they have to play really, really solid indeed. And this is all or nothing here. If they lose this map, they're out of the tournament. They won't be able to go to the round of 18. They won't be automatically qualified to the next major. And they won't get that beautiful, beautiful treasure of sticker money, which is what a lot of the teams here are planning to do.
It's all about a pistol, though, and here we go. Already into this one. And Copenhagen Wolves look very, very keen on trying to get some early information up on middle, but they don't have to give away anything. They can just play this slow, and that seems to be largely what they are going for at the moment. Keeping their options open and seeing if Copenhagen Wolves will overstep.
Yeah. Have to be smart about this terrace again. Go for that mid control, which they haven't been able to get really well. Dennis is there to kind of try and hold them off, but Cadian is still peeking. There's 4 Ps right in front of him. He has to be careful. If he gives away, if he dies, then it opens up the game a lot for Penta Sports and puts Copenhagen Wolves in a really, really tough situation. So he has to be a bit more smart about it. But I think maybe he's trusting his USB shots a bit too much there. Either way, they do have control of short now. They can go for the push towards A. They do have one terrorist at long who can push simultaneously. Will probably be shot down by the CT there.
They have 2 smokes actually, which is really useful as well. Oh, that is such a good way to design it.
Cadian's going to go right where they expect him to go. They push through the smoke. He gets 2 frags. Beautiful by Cadian. Oh my lord. How did he make that second? He was like the final shot on his USB as well. Beautiful.
I don't even think he was aiming at the guy. Just
die. Just firing up, just clicking his button.
That is huge, and now they can potentially go 8 rounds to 10, which is like such a huge difference. My god.
Wow. Very important round for Copenhagen Wolves, and really smart by Penta. They threw down that smoke, which did what it had to do. It forced Cadian to kind of push to see what's going on, and they... Did that shoot 2 players at the same time?
I think it did. he just doubled.
Cadian and Tensky both down.
Wow.
Nice start.
I would be raging.
I would be so angry right now. They tried to push towards mid. Very cheeky there.
That's so sick because
punished though.
The whole point of the scout is to get a couple of tags. If you get a couple of tags, all you need is just like a few rat-a-tat-tats of the CZ. And you get a kill. It's just, it softens them up to the point. Because with the CZ, you're usually going for you're not looking for headshots a lot of the time. You're looking for the run and spray on the body. Because that's where it's really sick. It's a run and spray on the body on the entries.
Cadian just switched position at the wrong moment. He missed seeing that T who was peeking up a tunnel. And they're all moving towards mid here. But they made the right call because the bomb, I mean, that would have been a perfect time to go up the tunnel. Instead, they're going to push towards mid. Pimp will get shot down. That's a FAMAS for the terrorists. They pick it up and they back away. They get he gets tagged just slightly, Felix, and for that reason he gives away his FAMAS to Crystal. Because he knows he won't survive too long with it.
This is so tense for CPH Wolves. They know that this can be lost in the blink of an eye.
Penta, they're really testing their defenses right now from every single angle. The bomb is getting ready to push towards the B site. They've only got 25 seconds left on the clock. I think they're going to do a fake from shop here by the terrorist. He's going to probably just push and try and attack and make it look like it's an A push. He'll get a frag on Careby. So Glaive, he throws down that's a waste of a flash. He thinks more people are coming in from shot, which is a great... And look at the CTs. They were moved out of position from the B site, so the bomb's going to get planted here by the terrorists. So it's an absolutely beautiful fake coming in from Penta Sports. And now with the bomb planted, it's 3-on-3. They've not got a lot of HP as well. It's worked out almost perfectly for Penta Sports. I can't believe it.
Let's see if they're able to make the entries. If they're so low on health. Oh, two quick frags found by CPH Wolves.
Oh,
and
yes.
The third one to be found by Cadian as well. And that's a great cleanup. But the bomb did go down and they lost 2 players, so that's a brilliant result there.
Really nice
That's 2 drops for Copenhagen Wolves that are going to have to create. And also a situation where buy is possible, and actually, like a lot of teams would buy now. Like a lot of teams would just go for a full buy now and just hit something hard because you're in a position where you can basically get 2 rounds.
You can really mess up the money for Copenhagen Wolves because they've not got the loser bonus right now. So if they lose this round, they'll be on an eco the next round.
I would actually have, if I was calling, because you know the legendary call.
DDK in-game leader confirmed. Best in-game leader world. Picking for your dream team.
For a full buy there, and there was something we see RDLC do a lot. Let's see if they get lucky though.
CZ.
You're so
beat CZ.
You're so afraid.
Oh yeah, the CZ's so scary in those kind of situations. It's weird for Mass to actually win that situation as well. Cadian. Why is he so aggressive up towards mid? Easy kill for Spiddy there. Pushed right in front of his CZ. Now it's a B split. They do have 2 CTs waiting in sight. And Careby is in a really nice position here towards mid. So they should be able to shut them down, which they do in very, very quick succession. Nicely done by Copenhagen Wolves. 10-8. That was a real test though.
And part of the reason why, I mean, there's two ways to look at it. So they're on a situation where they have some FAMASs, like 2 or 3 FAMASs.
Yeah.
This is, and their economy is like kind of crippled. So you could even afford, like someone could have afforded like a Galil and bought armor, and then like someone who has the money like drops CZ. Like you can actually create a buy that could be really strong against that. And if you, oh my God, through the door, in the face, Glaive hits the floor. That is disgusting with the scout. That's beautiful at the same time as being disgusting. How does that work?
I don't know. But Cadian returns the favor. He takes down Crystal, bombs down, 4-4. Really important frag by Cadian. Very, very important frag. And the op actually exchanges hands and goes to Spiddy now.
And PENTA have been showing us that they do want to play less gambly. They do want to play for some safer options here. So let's see if this works out.
He knows he has to be there. That's the only position, and Careby just walks right into that.
I think he saw his feet barely or something like that. And
I mean, he knew if he wanted to peek him, it's that angle. There was no real angle at that moment that he could have peeked. He would have had to been in another position there. And another frag here for Dennis. 2 entry frags. Great start for Dennis now. It's 2-on-4. Pensky will take down Robson, who's pushing towards mid, and the Terrorists will be able to get the bomb planted here towards the A site. Katie and Pensky, it's all up to them. Will they be able to retake the site from the 3 remaining Terrorists? Dennis, Speedy, and Felix. Katie throws down that flash just to give him a bit of room to breathe so he can back away to a better position. I think he's just going to try and save that gun. They could have gone for it, perhaps, but they're not so confident in their abilities at the moment. Cadian's doing an excellent job with 14 frags right now.
I guess, I mean, part of the reason as well is going to be that if Cadian dies, there's no AWP next round for them. But if he lives, they can still do a good buy, and he can still have an AWP. And he's still got some nades too, so it's actually not too bad for them. And PENTA, I mean, they had a great round there. Dennis with 2 entries by himself on long is really, really crucial. And the fact that Copenhagen Wolves lost someone to a scout headshot through the double doors at the start of the round, they've got to feel like nothing's going their way at the moment. Despite being really close against PENTA, I feel like PENTA are in a really good place, or should be in a good place mentally right now.
Yeah, they should be. Crystal picking up the AWP again from the one Spiddy saved the round before. He can go for the armor, and he can get a lot of nades as well. What's he doing? Oh, he didn't want to buy the nades and armor just so he can get that early frag through towards mid. I never knew people did that.
The spawn timing is a big deal, and we're gonna have to see now if they can recover. He did actually get a tag onto Tensky as well, which is they keep getting tagged through the doors. PENTA very consistent with this so far.
If you saw when PENTA were playing on the CT side, they threw that smoke from CT spawn earlier on so that the Terrorists couldn't see towards mid. Oh, great push there by Kirby. Really well timed, and he's going to back away. Great CT play. And he gives them the man advantage. The Terrorists do have control of shot, and they will probably push towards the A site here. It seems the most likely thing for them.
3 men on B, though, for Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, it's a wrong call here by Glaive, and he's going to see the Terrorists. He has to give out the command. Throws down the smoke flash. Oh, Molotov thing. He's going to die really quickly. Speedy will get the frag anyway. And that CT is forced to back away. That's the right call there. Back away, wait for your teammates to come back. So it's a 4-on-3 retake of the A site. And 3 of them, I think, will be coming in from short with support by, I believe it's Careby, who's on long now. Pushes through. They get an exchange of frags. Pimp takes down Robson. Nice frag there by Careby. It's 3-on-1 here. He's on his own, Spiddy. He'll get 1 frag towards short. It's 1-on-2. Cadian takes him down regardless, and the bomb defuse will go to the advantage of Copenhagen Wolves as they make it 11-9. This is a very, very close match indeed, and it can be anyone's game at the moment. Anybody's game.
Indeed, very, very sketchy round from both teams there. And another AWP for Copenhagen Wolves. Kirby is going to toss that one over and give himself an M4.
I think Pimple probably... Oh, no?
They could play for the spawns. I'd like to see them using the AWP on the right spawns. Just give the AWP to the guys with the best spawns, but Kaden and Glaive will pick those up. And 11 to 9, that's a 3-round advantage. It's starting to get quite interesting now because Copenhagen Wolves have forced this situation where Penta go for this quick push with the CZs.
Push one to B site with the CZs. This could be really brutal. Tensky will get one frag, but he's being attacked from two sides at the same time. Cadian gets a frag for he backs away there. Throws down a flash into one side, goes for the retake. What are you doing, Cadian? That's going to be a free AWP for the CTs, but he does survive that CZ spray down, and he has to wait for the support coming in from his teammates. 2 AWPs for the CTs to retake the site. It's a bit of a difficult situation. Dennis pushing up the tunnel, really smart by him. He'll get one frag, doesn't get the second. Good trade by the CTs, but I don't think it's enough. As now, oh, Crystal giving away the bomb site here. He pushing out like that and giving away that kill.
Wow.
It just gave away the round. I don't know why he did that.
There's only one explanation for that I can think of, but it still like doesn't really make that much sense.
He had a pistol
like,
as well.
If you,
maybe he tried to get a gun. I don't know.
Like, well, sometimes if you think a guy is going to be trying to go to window, it's very unexpected to like run outdoor and he can get like a close range fight.
That's
but
true.
I don't think he realized that the AWPer was not trying to get an angle into the site and instead was actually going to be like, I'm just going to go back and save.
Yeah.
Because then he got the shot and then boom, the retake's on again. So I think he just got unlucky there. I misread it a little bit.
I mean, Glaive was just looking through towards double doors to see if he can get one of the terrorists moving in from one side to the other. And Crystal again will land a shot. Dennis will land another with the AWP. Copenhagen Wolves have already lost. They've already lost 2 players in the first 5 seconds of the game, of the map, of the round. Sorry, what am I saying?
Yeah. It's really nice to see them playing with 2 AWPs on the T side. It's not super common to see teams do that, but we can see that it can be very effective depending on the setups that are being run by the CTs.
They can. I mean, there's a lot of space for AWPs on the T side on Dust 2. Definitely.
I mean, they won the mid-draw, and Dennis had the spawn timing for long, and he just got the shot.
Glaive gets that frag, sees the bomb, so his teammates do know that the bomb's on short, but the terrorists will back away regardless. And he actually switches to long. On short, sorry.
It might actually have been a decision to keep that up just because of his spawn, thinking about it.
Yeah.
But we'll see if Copenhagen Wolves can recover. They're a man down, and looks like the B is going to be focused on it.
Oh, what's he doing, Robson? He's had a flash in his hand.
And walking into middle.
And now all of a sudden, it's a 3-on-3. They've lost 2 men so far. Tensky knows they're going through. Waits for that flash, and there's a flash coming in from his teammate. Also towards window. Tensky still holding his angle here, waiting for his teammates to come in for support. Flash into the side, and they punch through. Tensky seals a frag. Pimp returns, and oh my lord, Spiddy will get 1 frag. Dennis will get another. Now Dennis is on his own in a 1v1 versus Glaive. Glaive has an AWP. He gets the peek. He sees him, but he doesn't land the shot. Dennis is going to go for the bomb plant. He's only got 10 seconds left on the clock. It's not a fake plant here, and Glaive is in a really tough situation because he only has the AWP. Dennis will make the frag, and Penta Sports win a very important round indeed against Copenhagen Wolves, because now the economy of Copenhagen Wolves is not too great at all. It could have been a very, very different story. Yeah. So it should be a free round for Penta Sport. It could have been 12-11 for Copenhagen Wolves had they won that round and won that 1v1.
And it was almost basically one on a coin flip, because right at the end, the last situation, that one-on-one with Glaive, does he plant, does he fake? It's pretty much a coin flip there. There's like no real way to understand whether or not he's going to do it. You got to gamble. And he just got it wrong that time.
And it's really tough to try and retake with the AWP in that kind of situation.
Look at this, all 5 men along, they're just going for it. Help the lever. 2 quick frags made, 3 by Penta. Absolutely wrecking Copenhagen Wolves on the
But it's a good call as well by the CTs to know that they had 3 men on long anyway.
I really like it from Penta to just stick together, because if we do see some CZs on Copenhagen Wolves, just sticking together. Long is beautiful. So many good ranges to work with.
Yeah, I mean, on an anti-ego, it's always good to stay together so that you keep the weapons. You always make that trade. Even if you lose 1 man, you get the trade and you keep the gun, and it'll work out for you regardless. But
for the exits now, though, the remaining players.
That was a really good nade as well. Double A site, and they did quite a lot of damage on Cadian and Tensky. Tensky's boosted up. Is he boosted up? Is he on the box?
I think so. I think they should just leave them there. I don't think they should risk losing a guy.
They're not going to go for him. They're not going to go for him. It wouldn't be the best choice, really, in this kind of situation. Dennis just making sure they don't push and get them off guard. 13-10. Penta Sports now 3 rounds away from going on to the final match of this group. against iBuyPower. Copenhagen Wolves 3 rounds behind. Pick and predictions, 86% say Copenhagen Wolves. Nobody really believes that PENTA Sports will come out of this as the victor, but an excellent display of skill by the Germans on the CT side of this map has provided them the lead so far. Copenhagen Wolves have to be really, really smart about this. 2 for masses, 1 on Pimp and Tensky, and it's an A-long push again by the T's, but they do give it to them.
They had 3 on long there, but they were so scared of short, they all fell back, and now they're going to actually play a spot where they can give up A and try to hold for the B guys to like go for a retake with them as 5. It's a very interesting round now.
It's okay. I mean, if you give them a long, it's not a really bad situation. They're going to throw down that CT smoke. You know they're going to do that. You know that nobody's pushing in from shot. As long as you know that people don't push in from shot, you can definitely be there ready to take them out as they push into the site. Pimp has really smart here. He gets the frag on Felix, sees the other terrorist, sprays down, but won't be able to land any shots. Dennis sees one of the CTs on the... Oh, and that Molotov. Burn, baby, burn. He'll get shot down by Careby, and now it's a 5-on-3 situation with the retake, but Speedy coming in from B side will get 1 frag on Tensky. Had no idea what was going on. He can get the 2nd frag on Katie, and these are 2 huge frags from Speedy, and he can make this round for the Penta side. The bomb
go for the hold, I think.
Going through the smoke. He will be able to get the defuse. 1 second left on the clock, and Glaive on his own.
Wow.
He gets shot right after, the second after he gets the defuse.
That was crazy.
Crystal was 1 second late with that shot.
That was such an interesting round.
That was frantic. What a frantic round.
I just
there was so much going on.
Yeah, I'm just so interested because, like, they had 3 guys on long, and usually, like, if you're 2 guys on long, okay, you know, falling back and stuff. But they could have actually challenged there, and I really respect the decision for all 3 men to go back short. That was a really big
Yeah,
call.
that was
Big
really,
call.
really smart call by Glaive there, and it really worked out for them. Allowed them to survive,
Yeah,
and
it's so smart.
they're able to go for the retake after that here. Penta Sports now, they do have control of shot, pushing in towards A site. And this time round, they do have control of short, and they've given control of long for the CTs. They're forced back, and now the CTs are in a tougher situation. A friend of retake coming in from long. Bomb plant will go for short as well.
Oh, this is so smart.
So the 2 CTs in the B site should move towards the A site now. They do know that it's planted in towards the A site. They have to be careful they don't get backstabbed, but there's no terrorists there to do that. And Penta Sports are playing like they are CTs basically. They're defending the sites, defending the site from the CTs coming in. Entry frag there by Glaive. Take down Crystal. That's the AWP down. Dennis he gets 3 frags. Beautiful play there by Dennis. He has been playing out of this world this game, and he will win the round for Penta Sports with a beautiful display of skill with that AK-47. You saw the same thing on the CT side just before in the first half, but that was sublime, absolutely sublime.
So
14-11.
That round was so cool because
No gun saved.
I think the thinking there from Penta was they knew there was no AWP for Copenhagen Wolves, which meant that, and they also had this information, like another piece of the puzzle was that the Copenhagen Wolves, and this is very similar, a lot of teams will actually play 3 people on long at the start of the round, right at the start, then they'll quickly rotate back just to be safe against these fast pushes. So having seen that just from the round previous, they were like, if we just rush up short, it's going to be empty. We'll just have a quick, we'll just have the site. And that's exactly what happened. They planted for short. It was beautiful. And now they're on the brink of winning this match against Nico. Copenhagen Wolves, what are they going to do? What do you do in this situation? You've got like a 1% chance to like win this or something crazy. AP 250. P2000 and 3 USPs.
Well, they're doing the right idea of having 3 CTs running around together. They've got some strength in numbers when they do have the USPs. They've left Glaive. I think maybe he saw him. I think he saw the top of his head. Glaive should get the information that they're coming in. He's actually in a good situation here to get a headshot. Oh,
wow.
Nicely done by Glaive. He actually gets a frag. Good trade there. Nice start here for the CTs. They throw down the Molotov towards the A site. And they're actually going to push towards the A site here. Very stubborn in their movement, and the CTs have to be smart. Just hide, make it so that you are basically holding the best angle towards Cadian. He'll get a frag on Robson. And now it's a 4-on-3 with Cadian coming up from behind. He might be able to get an AK-47 as well. This is really good news here for the CT side. Speedy gets the entry frag and Careby. They have to push in towards. Cadian comes up behind. Nobody checking the flank. It's a 2-on-2 situation here. Cadian and Tensky coming in. Tensky picking up the AWP. 2 M4s, 1 on Felix and 1 on Dennis. And this is a really huge round here for Copenhagen Wolves. Felix takes down Cadian. And now it's a 2-on-1. It's all up to Tensky. Can he make this? Flash smoke completely.
No armor, nothing. How did they even get to this point? I can't believe it. Tensky there with the AK.
Doesn't have a lot of time left.
Is he gonna try to make? I mean, he doesn't have the kit, so there's gonna be a point where there's too much time passed and it's impossible, which is
I think
basically now. So just going for the exits and
he's just gonna get the exit.
keep the AK alive. Oh my god! How did they even get so much damage done? He picked up the AWP.
Picked up the AWP at least. Really nicely done. But that was a very good eco for the CTs.
Yeah, no kid. Honestly,
Save an op.
that should never happen. That was just incredible. Just display of skill. Just finding those heads with those pistols.
Well, Copenhagen Wolves are one round away of being kicked out of this tournament. The pressure is on. This is as pressured as you can be right now. Any mistake in the next 4 rounds is good night, goodbye. Cadian has to make this. He has to get this right. Oh, he misses a shot,
So
Cadian.
close.
Misses a shot. And now it's a very fast B push coming in from the terrorist. Smoked off window. Cadian will land the shot on Robson regardless. Now 2 CTs trying to hold the site as long as possibly can. Cadian playing his heart out. 3 frags here for Cadian with the op. And Crystal now on his own for PENTA Sports. It's not the worst case scenario. Ooh, leg shot. Really unlucky there.
That was really unlucky.
Really unlucky leg shot on Cadian. 15 to 12.
But credit to Cadian, he jumped, man. He jumped, he planned it. He jumped it right at the moment, he just knows.
He did what he had to. He did what he had to. 15 to 12.
And they've actually given themselves a chance at bringing this to a tie.
And that op save was so important by Tensky.
Yeah.
It gave Cadian the op, and it gave him those 3 frags.
Yep. Oh, he's ready for the angle. How did he not get something there? That looked perfect.
Both of them jumped in front of him as well.
Yeah.
I'd expect him to make that frag.
If that would have been like a double kill, I would have just walked out.
It would have been unfair. It just would have been unfair. I think he was flashed, though, by the Copenhagen Wolves players, wasn't he?
Yep. It's a flash that we see.
They've got a better buy this round as well.
Lot.
But no armor on Felix, and only a Tech 9 on Robson. Copenhagen Wolves can definitely make this 15 to 13.
I like the pace. It's a pace where Copenhagen Wolves, if they are to go aggressive, PENTA can be ready for it, and they can get an advantage that way. It's not happening though, so Chris are going to try to flash his mates into a peak on too long, but actually, it's like they don't go for it in the end, and instead Crystal's going to be looking for more damage on middle. This is a very difficult round. They have to be very decisive, and it's hard to say. I mean, from what we can see, the A plays is better because of the way the CTs are spread out. Let's see what they go for. Looks like Crystal might just get a frag. This frag doesn't commit him. If they do get a frag here, they can fall back, but now he's going to get the trade. He will pick it up onto Pimp. It's a 1-for-1. And they can go for the A play.
Short. No information here. Copenhagen was playing a bit too passive for my own taste. And now the Terrorists are able to push in from short. Clave hasn't played really, really well. He only gets 1 frag for being shot down. Spiddy and Dennis will get a frag each. Now it's a 3-on-2 situation. Cadian and Tensky. Dennis doesn't have a lot of health. They do get the bomb planted in the A site, and they're both coming in from CT spawn, which is really difficult. And it looks like it might be the end for Copenhagen Wolves. As Crystal will get a frag on Tensky. Cadian on his own, and he will be shot down by Dennis from the other part of A.